In this video, we'll see the indirect control of double acting cylinder using 4x2 direction control valve and 5x2 direction control valve. So before we start drawing the circuit, let us see what is the basic of this particular indirect circuit and why it is known as indirect circuit. So we'll be simulating this particular circuit and drawing this particular circuit using the FESTO FluidSim software. So here we have shown the configurable 4x2 direction control valve. So left envelope mode is solenoid operated as indicated by this Y1, and right envelope mode is spring control. So it is solenoid operated spring control 4x2 direction control valve. So there are four ports 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there are two positions left envelope and right envelope, and therefore it is known as 4x2 direction control valve. Now this is the relay corresponding switch, then this is the start switch S1, and this is the solenoid valve Y1 which corresponds to the pneumatic circuit over here. So we are having the compressor, then 4x2 direction control valve which we have to configure, then double acting cylinder, and then this electric circuit. Then we'll replace this 4x2 valve by 5x2 direction control valve. So let us start with the circuit. So first we'll start with the compressor as usual. Then we have to go for 4x2 direction control valve. So this is important. It is configurable direction control valve. So click on this. Then on the left envelope mode, select this pneumatically or electrically operated solenoid operated direction control valve. For the right envelope mode, you have to select this spring return actuation so that we'll get the modified part of this particular 4x2 direction control valve. Click on this and give label as Y1. Adjust the position of the 4x2 direction control valve. Connect these ports as shown over here. Then we have to select the double acting cylinder as we have already discussed. Connect the valve ports with the cylinder ports without any overlapping. Then click on this, go to the properties and then select the exhaust. And then if you run the simulation, then it will work. But we have to draw the electric circuit also. So positive and negative supply that we are selecting. Then select the relay, then the solenoid valve, and then we have to select the corresponding switches also. So first we'll select the push button switch, that is the start switch S1, and then we'll select the another switch, that is the make switch. Connect this now. So the connections are made like this. Click on this and give label as S1, which is the start switch. Then this is the relay K1. Solenoid valve Y1, which will be corresponding with this Y1 notation. Then connect it over here. Whatever is the name of the relay, which is K1, the same name you have to give to this particular switch also. Once you give the name K1, then you have to observe over here carefully. So you can see this 2 indicates that this is the normally open switch and it is in the current path of 2, and therefore this 2 will be written. Now press the switch. So for the timing, initially it is in the default right envelope mode. Compressed air from the compressor will enter through the port 1 to the port 2 and will cause the return stroke of the piston. The air from the other side will be exhausted from port 4 through the port 3 to the atmosphere. Now when you press the switch S1, then the circuit will be completed. The relay will get energized. It will close this switch and operates the solenoid valve in such a way that we'll get the left envelope mode over here. And now the compressed air will enter from port 1 to port 4 and then it will be admitted over here and will cause the forward motion of the piston. The air from the other side through the port 2 will be exhausted through the port 3. So this is the forward motion of the piston as shown over here. If you release the switch, then due to the spring force, we'll get the right envelope mode of the 4x2 direction control valve. So this is the operation of double acting cylinder using the 4x2 direction control valve. Now if we replace this 4x2 valve with 5x2 solenoid operated and spring controlled direction control valve, then also we'll get the similar type of the operation. So we'll remove this. We'll go to the 5x2 direction control valve. Then we'll make the connections as usual. Connect the valve ports with the cylinder ports. And now if you simulate it again, now it will not run because we have to give the name to this particular solenoid, that is Y1, so that when this is energized, then we'll get the left envelope mode. And now you can see, close the switch. It will be in the left envelope mode and then it will cause the forward motion of the piston. And when you release the switch, it will come to the right envelope mode and there will be a return stroke of the piston. So in this way, we can achieve the indirect control of double acting cylinder. So indirect control is obtained through this relay K1. So instead of operating directly this solenoid operated valve, we are using the relay to store current and then we'll operate this particular solenoid operated valve for the circuit.